Welcome back everyone. In this video we're gonna look at how to make the free Salesforce page for your site, I would say, for the digital experience. So in this video, as we are seeing, we are on all sites in the home tab of the setup page in the Salesforce. Once you are there, click on new, and then this is what you will be seeing. So you will have various options here. Browse by all, marketing, sales or service. Based on that, you can choose any of these templates. Here there are many templates, and choose the experience you love basically. For now I'm just gonna scroll down and select which will fit our need, that is customer service template. So I will select that, and here you will see we have some information about this template, features and collaboration and customization and intelligence. So as the only option here is a blue button here, so I'll click that, get started, and then enter the name of this site that you are building. So right now it will be EV, like the electric vehicles, US support. This will be the name of my site, and the URL is optional, so I am just going to leave it blank and click on the blue button, that is create. That will take you to the next page. So give it few minutes while it's loading. I'm going to fast forward this video. So the site has been loaded. Here you see various options. We'll choose the builder as of now. We'll explore the other options later, or if you have time you can go around each tile and see what it does. So in the builder, this is the actual builder of this site that we are building, right? So here you see there will be a walkthrough of these dialog boxes that shows you what this options can do for us and how they can help us navigate in this builder, right? So for now I'm just going to click on close button here, or continue. That will show you where to load components and where to do what, right? So just play around for some time, and then we can figure out our next steps in that process. If you remember from our previous sessions, we have to make sure that we are adding a chat box. So in the components, that is the Thunderbolt button on the 4 icons that you see on the extreme left, click on the Thunderbolt, and in the search you can type chat, and the embedded chat service will be selected. So make sure you drag and drop at the ask a question tile. So not outside, just drag inside the ask a question, that box. So that will be landing there, and here you will see a error message. Do not get panic. So we going to just copy the URL that you see there from HTTPS, right? So just copy that till the .com. Don't close this box. After you copy, then you can close this box. We will use this URL in few moments. Due to lot of security reasons, we are unable to get access to this chat box here, so we're going to do a workaround for that issue. So as I said, just copy from https to .com, and then once you copy that, you can close this, click on the OK button. So here I'm going to click on OK button, and then go to the settings or gear icon that you see on the extreme left, and select security and privacy. So here we're going to make those workarounds to get the access. So if you scroll down, you can see CSP errors, right? Above that there is security level. So here the restrictions are strict, so we are going to make it as relaxed. So it's going to be relaxed security, and then the components like chat box will have access, right? So click on OK, and then you can also add the trusted site, the URL that we just copied, placed it here, and also provide a name because both are mandatory fields, and we're going to name that as a chat box because this is the place where we are the chat box is having access from an external site into the site that we are trying to build. So we are going to do those configurations, and now chat box will be accessible in this site, and also providing all the resources that we are trying to access from Salesforce into our site that we are building. Now it's the time for testing. How do we test this? There is a publish and preview button on the top, so click on preview, and this is how your site looks. So you also have ask a question button, so once you click that, or even if you don't click, this will automatically open up the chat box. Even if you click at the bottom, chat with an expert, that will open up the chat that we just dragged and dropped, right? So you can also publish this site, and that's where you can test in real time. So I'm going to publish this for now. Publish takes some time, be patient. Once it's done, you'll get that blue button that is got it. So I have clicked that. Now you can also access this site from any website, any web browser. So as you see, I've just opened this by copying the URL into a different web browser or a new tab here in this case. And then you can enter the first name, last name, and email address to get the chat running, and if you see the response is been generated. So this is how your consumers or your audience will be looking at the website, and also with the chat box. So play around with the chat box, see how it works. But for this example, we are going to use a particular contact information to test, right? So just close this. After you play around, click on close chat, and then open the chat again. And now we are going to use Trishan, and then Chris as the last name, and also the email address max.mule, something which has been there in the account. So based on this, we're going to select respond to promotional offers, and select sedan for now, and next we will look at the truck. So sedan information is been given, and then let's select a super duper long life battery replacement as the service, and it says for further reference refer our card number, which is case number that is given there. And then let's check the repair status. Note that case number, we will look at that case number in the records that will be auto generated. So it looks like the status of that number is pretty new. So let's go to our Salesforce cases and see if this has been created. So if you see, that case has been created, and also here in the approval list we got an error. So we have to resolve this error, why the approve is not working. For that, right, I have a EV schedule flow. We going to look into that, why it has an error. So EV schedule service is a flow. So I got into that flow, and in the decision where it's approved or not approved, we're going to look at that step. Before that, approved by AR department. So here let's making sure all the steps are correct. So let's go into the decision tree now. So if you double click on decision here, the value is not been placed, so I think we have to put it as true, equals to true. So we missed that, I apologize. So after you make changes, to save it you have to deactivate the flow and then save. But for now, So for now I undo the changes just by refreshing the screen and then deactivate it. There is another way to do it, I'll show it in a bit. So this is how we deactivate the flow, and then click on the decision tree again and then put in the value true there. After that, just to save it as a new version, because save doesn't work here. Say after you save it as after you save it as a new version, then you can just publish that uh, new change and it will be activated. When I say publish, I mean activate that particular flow, and it takes a couple of seconds. After you see that green icon that is activated, which is active, let's go back to our page and test the chatbot again and make sure the order, when we create some new order, that gets to the approval page, and there will be an option to approve, right? So I'm going to use the same example, that is Trishan Krish and the email address, and then click on that button in the chat and then respond to the promotional offers. And let's go with sedan again, because we want to make sure that entire transaction is working fine. So we're gonna check for super duper long life battery replacement. So we got the new case created which ends with 14. So let's check the repair status now, or you can even copy that particular case number and then check that record has been created in the cases. So if you see that new record has been created, oh, looks like we have got into a rabbit hole again, like we got an error here. If you closely look at this, it has some issue. The value null is been provided, right? So I'm going into this Einstein bot builder. So I'm going to double check if my bot has been correctly configured. So here just minimize that chat box, existing chat box for now in the preview. So let's review our Einstein bot builder flow. So I'm going to actually go into the flow builder and see in the decision tree again if we are, oh, looks like we haven't passed the case ID, it's blank. So we're going to include the case ID. So let's type case, and then it has to go to the ID, right? The case ID, and now it's been included. So let's save this change. So as I showed earlier, instead of deactivating and saving it again, you can just save it here as a new version. This is a shortcut. So save it as a new version and then activate it, and after you see that green active dialog box or the icon there, let's go back to our site that we are testing and then refresh. Let's do the same drill that we've been doing so far, and in the chat box close this chat, and then let's open new chat and then use the same customer records to test. Alright, using the same Trishan, Chris, and the email address Tristan. And then yeah, do the same thing, respond to promotional offers. I'm gonna zoom in for a bit for you and select sedan, and right, the super duper long battery life replacement. And the case will be created. So now the case number is ending with 15. Let's go back to our cases and see if this new case has been created. I'm sure it will be, as it has been so far. And then once you click that, yay, we see that approve, yes or no. So once you click on this yes and finish, that means this approval process has been worked. So the chat box is really working on the background, right? We got the approval, we approved it, and then the work order has been placed. So if let's go back to our site and see if that changes has been reflected there. So as you saw, the entire end-to-end chat box and site is working. So this is how you configure the chat box in your site or the experience site. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let's follow this series, and I'll get back to you in the next video. Thank you.